Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? We got Mercury here for the A to Z. This is actually my first time using him with Attacker's Blessing. So I'm hoping that this item, adds a little bit of punch to his early game.
Minions have spawned.
This guy stacked up his passive a little bit, I can see. Bastard. Cheating! Oh. Alright, so the one benefit I can see of being Merc here is that we can do that. We can interrupt his one. But it's up more often than R3. And of course he's still got better clear than us in general. Don't let him hit you when he's got this thing on you. Oh, he might be dead. Wow! Really, really ambitious play from him there. He wanted to make sure that he procced the 2 that he had on me. But he didn't recognize that I still had a decent amount of, well, I think 2 or 3 creeps still, and they were lower health, but they were still going to be able to hit him for quite a bit.
Yes.
So yeah, he really overestimated his position there and took an early spill, and that's what you need with Mercury in order to win games like these against late game gods like Raijin. Otherwise, you're not really going to have a chance. Merc is a god that fell very far from grace after Season 2 when they took away Golden Bow, because he completely relied on that item for clear and for added poke, just kill potential overall. Other than that, crit itemization started getting worse. Or rather, answers to crit started getting more troublesome. Like thorns and just stacking more defense in Duel. And with that, you have Merc fall very far because he relies almost entirely on crit. I'd like to try to take this. He's probably going to try to steal it through the wall. Okay, that's good. Nice. So things are going exactly as we'd like it to for now. That's true. Another good thing is he can't really go gem against me because I have my 2 for slow immunity. So while Merc's early clear is weak and his boxing potential is nowhere near as high as it used to be, he's still a big threat, especially if he's snowballing. Well, he's still a big threat if he's snowballing, I should say. He's not a threat outside of that. He's really not a very great god in general, but yeah, if he gets an early lead, he could be pretty deadly.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I like that he gets to go Toxic Blade and get the attack speed bonus from it too with his passive, giving him more power. Ooh, really looked like I had him there. Thought he was definitely going to commit to going that way, but he stopped at the last second. Dealt some damage to him, but not enough. I'm guessing this isn't coming up, or else he wouldn't be backing at this point.
Who needs a mouth guard? Trains, baby. I love them.
Hey, I'm going to say this correctly. Zhuyan Zhang. Thank you so much. I'm guessing. I'm trying. Thank you so much for the sub. Oh. Whoops. I gotta remember to use my 2 when he gets that slow. Actually, because yeah, it just counters his slow in general. Not even just with gem, but when he applies his 2 to me. Level the 2 after the 1. I used to actually, Merc used to be my best god along with Apollo. Back in the day, that's what I would run all the time in Duel. And I had so much fun with it, and both gods got neutered, Merc more so. Alright. Alright, nicely played. If I ult here and he threes, we die, so it's probably not a good idea. Just try to get him to stick around for a little bit longer. Ah, oh, fuck! Alright, we're dead, but...
That idiot on the other team. You died when I
not worth, unfortunately. That throws away our lead a little bit. Didn't calculate for that shell. Thought, well, more so that I thought that my 3 was gonna wrap around the tower. Usually Merc's 3 does that, you know, and if you use it on like on a wall, it'll like wrap around it in such a way that you can still hit the guy that's like slightly clinging to it. But I guess maybe I just wasn't on the right angle, or I overestimated how much it would wrap there. Nice. Good steal. Okay, let's try to take this away too. I think I might just ult over anyway. I didn't want to have to walk through. And I certainly didn't want to have to back, you know what I'm saying? Keep this momentum going. Whoa, just missed. That could have been bad. Definitely not the play that, you know, I should have been going for. Now that this is going late game, we know it's going late game, I'm going to go Devos. In some matchups, I think Mercury needs to snowball hard. He needs to snowball so hard that he won't be able to go Devos. But in this kind of scenario, we're up with a pretty reliable lead. Nothing too crazy, but it's something to, you know, to count on. And I know that we're not going to be able to end early against a Raijin. And it's not even just that he has to snowball so he can't go Devos, but it's that his early game is so lackluster that he'll get completely ran over if he goes Devos in certain positions. That's just the way that I feel about it. Most people will default to go Devos on Merc. I was gonna start going crit on him more again, but then they introduced fucking spectral armor, which shits on crit. Makes crit do 50% damage. So there's no reason to go it at all anymore. Not even just like on a whim as a, you know, last-ditch effort kind of thing. Uh-oh. Ow!
No more pulling punches.
Alright, we'll go for Shield of Thorns. Throw away these pots and get a ward so that we can have an opportunity at Bold Demon. So like I said, while this is going late most likely, we don't want necessarily, you know, want it to, where at least not for free. It's an easier end game for us if we can win before that. Couldn't do anything about that.
Better to be prepared.
It's so hard to ult him because he's got such a reliable escape. That was a silly move from him though. But even then, right? He's just got that jump over the wall. Damn, that slow is always so much more intense than I remember it being. I don't think Merc does lose power when he's slowed. That would be a really bad trait to his character, I feel like.
No more pulling punches.
You can go for Titan's Bane here, because he really needs some sort of reliable pen, and usually the auto attack items aren't so much for him, because he's already got so much auto attack speed in his 2. He kind of just wants to, you know, focus on burst autos. It's just kind of a weird thing, and it's, you know, more specific to Merc than to most gods. But other than that, oh, we caught him out of that. Guess he just wanted to get the clear down real quick. Kinda wondering if he's just gonna let us have this. Not think that we have the potential to take it. Nice, we're faster than him. Unless he ulted there, I wasn't gonna ult. Yeah, if he lost power when slowed, that would really really suck. Okay, we got a lot going for us here. Okay. God damn. Raijin, man, he has so much self-heal.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Alright, we're taking a lot off of this. The good thing about Merc is once he gets Haste and Katana now, he's so strong. And the funny thing is you usually never went Frostbound, or you never went Fatalis before on him. Or very rarely, because he didn't need it. The attack speed was too ridiculous. He needed more power. But the power now comes in the Haste and Katana, so he can utilize that even more so. And make use of course, the movement speed that it gives for his passive. And then of course he doesn't have as much lockdown as he used to have, or rather he doesn't have as much one-shot potential as he used to have, so he needs more lockdown. So you go the Haste Katana so that you can actually have that, because before you would try to kill them in like 1 or 2 skirmishes, but now you need to chase them across the entire map because you can't be going crit as reliably. You don't have the golden bow to, you know, crazy random procs for you. Nah, if I ulted there, you can ult me. Wait, did he hear you? I think he did. I don't know. Sometimes I confuse engagements, you know? It's like...
There are no
There
laws
we go.
here.
I'm guessing he didn't have
Killing
one.
is actually incorrect.
You know, did that ever happen to you guys? It's like, did he just ult in the exact fight that I'm still fighting, or was that the fight before this? I don't know. I have a really bad short-term memory of this stuff sometimes. It's fucking crazy.
Take that!
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
No more pulling punches.
Alright, so let's get that Haste Katana, and then I'll finish with the anti-heal. It would be nice to get the anti-heal here, but I can't resist the Hastened. It's so good. Oh, but he's still over there. I'm very confused.
Watch for me, left hook. Get ready.
Kill him! Oh, I hate that. slow immune. So when we were talking about the ECT, the fact that it can have really negative effects on your short-term memory for the first couple of weeks, like I'm literally not even going to notice that. If and when I get it finally. I can't remember shit right now. If it makes it even worse, we might have a problem. But it would only be temporary. Alright, so you did go for Typhons. Yeah, even more and more reason to go anti-heal here. After that Typhons nerf, man, the Typhons nerf saddens me. I kind of wish it never happened. It's, wow. Yeah, that's a snowballing Merc into somebody that has no health. You know, unfortunately, Breastplate not giving health makes things really tough for matchup for mages in matchups like these against assassins, particularly. And yeah, that's always something you gotta consider. That without a Gem of ISO or a let's go. Yeah, without a Gem of ISO or a whatever. Warlock Sash is the one I was thinking of. You are not gonna be able to get the health that you need to in a lot of these positions. So a lot of the time, mages are extremely squishy in the late game against assassins, even though they have double defense in a lot of positions. Someone like a Hades, you know, will often not go a health item because you don't want Gem of ISO on him. And most of the time, you won't want Warlock Sash. Oh. He actually was taunting me instead of... He should have been pushing me away. She's allowing me to keep autoing it. It's nice to win one with Merc, though, I gotta say. If we do. Ready, run.
No more coming punches.
I haven't won one with him in a long time. This should complete the build. We're gonna be super fast. Look at this guy. You can't stop him. Got that passive working. Makes Merc really fun, the katana. This is it, buddy. That was an interesting play. I think right as he did that, he questioned it. But he might be out. I don't know. I'm pretty fast, though. Holy shit. Look how quick I am. I'm gaining on this man.
That's a
Oh, shit. It looks like a crit. GG. See, when you have the Devlos there in the late game, his power is actually just so real. That with the Titan's Bane, you get a little bit from the Haste Katana as well. And Merc swings so hard, especially on those low health targets that weren't able to get health in their builds. And that's why you should always go for Devos as long as you have the opportunity to. Why am I keep getting so many fucking rewards? Nice. And we got back to Masters. We just dropped it from the last batch of games, which have been pretty rough. But we got right back, so that's good. GG.